Under Triple H's regime, Nick Aldis has been acting as the SmackDown general manager. Since his arrival, the national treasure has impressed the WWE Universe with his bold decisions as an authority figure. Recently, Aldis has been heavily involved in the storyline between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, which has made the undisputed WWE Championship feud more compelling. Amid this, speculation has arisen that Triple H might replace Nick Aldis with WWE Hall of Famer Rob Van Dam as the new SmackDown GM. In 2023, RVD expressed interest in taking on an authority role in WWE during his podcast. However, the legendary star mentioned one condition: he wasn't always comfortable wearing a suit and would prefer not to do so. The rationale behind Triple H potentially replacing Nick Aldis could be tied to Aldis' possible in-ring return. For those unfamiliar, the National Treasure is a multi-time champion in NWA, TNA, and other promotions. On several occasions, Aldis himself has hinted at a return to the squared circle. So, if Triple H has plans to execute this idea, he might consider bringing in a new SmackDown GM to replace Aldis, and RVD could be a fitting choice. WWE could incorporate a storyline where the chief content officer grows dissatisfied with Aldis' performance as GM. This could be particularly valid if he fails to manage Kevin Owens' actions on the Blue brand effectively. If Nick struggles to maintain order leading up to WrestleMania 41, the CCO might strip him of his position and appoint RVD as the new GM. However, the real reason behind such a decision could be to pave the way for Aldis' in-ring return while introducing RVD as the newest authority figure on Friday nights. Although this scenario is purely speculative, RVD's interest in an authority role makes him an excellent choice if Nick Aldis returns to the ring. During a conversation last year on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, Nick Aldis shared details about his discussions with Triple H prior to joining WWE. The National Treasure revealed how he approached making the authority figure character his own. He further disclosed that, during his early conversations with the King of Kings, emphasized his vision for this character to stand apart. Aldis explained that the chief content officer wanted the role to feel fresh and distinct, steering away from the typical authority figures seen in Wwe's past. In the ever-dynamic world of WWE, change is the only constant. Since Triple H took over as chief content officer, the company has undergone a creative renaissance, with emphasis on long-term storytelling, fresh matchups, and surprising decisions that leave fans buzzing. One such potential move that has fans speculating is the possibility of Triple H replacing current SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis with a WWE Hall of Famer. This hypothetical shift could bring a fresh layer of intrigue to the Blue brand and shake up the power dynamics on Friday nights. But why consider replacing Aldis, and who among the esteemed Hall of Famers could step into the role? Let's delve into the possibilities and the creative potential such a move could unlock. Nick Aldis, a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, was introduced as the general manager of SmackDown in late 2023, marking his first major role in WWE. Aldis brought a sense of authority and sophistication to the role, quickly establishing himself as a competent and fair leader. His smooth British charisma and extensive in-ring experience lent credibility to the position, and he has been instrumental in maintaining order during heated rivalries and chaotic moments on SmackDown. While Aldis has done a commendable job, the WWE creative team, led by Triple H, is known for keeping things fresh. The potential introduction of a Hall of Famer as SmackDown GM could serve as a ratings boost and a nostalgic nod to longtime fans, while also opening the door for unique storytelling opportunities. WWE Hall of Famers bring a wealth of star power, history, and credibility to any role they take on. Their involvement often resonates with fans across generations, bridging the gap between the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and today's product. Replacing Aldis with a Hall of Famer could inject new energy into the general manager role, creating compelling on-screen moments and rivalries. Additionally, Triple H has a history of using WWE legends in meaningful ways. From Shawn Michaels' role in NXT to Trish Stratus' 2023 feud with Becky Lynch, Hunter understands how to blend nostalgia with current narratives. A Hall of Famer as SmackDown GM would align perfectly with his creative philosophy. If Triple H were to replace Nick Aldis, several WWE Hall of Famers stand out as intriguing options for the general manager position. Let's explore a few names and their potential impact on SmackDown. The Texas Rattlesnake remains one of the most iconic figures in WWE history. Austin's no-nonsense attitude and larger-than-life persona would make him a captivating GM. His interactions with SmackDown's roster could be both hilarious and intense, with Austin laying down the law in his signature style. Imagine Austin going toe-to-toe verbally with Roman Reigns, engaging in comedic exchanges with LA Knight, or revisiting old rivalries with names like Edge or Rey Mysterio. His presence would undoubtedly draw viewers and elevate the GM role to a new level of prominence. Trish Stratus has proven time and again that she's more than just a legendary in-ring competitor. She's a master of storytelling and character work. As a former 7-time women's champion, Stratus could bring a fresh perspective to the GM role, emphasizing the importance of SmackDown's women's division. Her recent feud with Becky Lynch demonstrated her ability to generate heat and craft compelling narratives. As GM, she could play both a supportive and antagonistic role, aligning with certain superstars while clashing with others. The Undertaker has been a towering presence in WWE for decades, and his transition to a GM role would be a historic moment. While Taker has largely stepped away from in-ring competition, his aura and mystique remain unmatched. His presence as SmackDown GM could add a dark, supernatural element to the show, making for unique storytelling opportunities. Picture The Undertaker mediating between feuding superstars, delivering cryptic warnings, or even summoning his iconic gong to enforce order. His inclusion as GM could redefine the role entirely. Booker T has shown his versatility as a commentator, analyst, and in-ring performer over the years. His charisma, catchphrases, and deep connection with the WWE Universe make him a fantastic choice for GM. Booker's larger-than-life personality would bring a mix of humor and authority to SmackDown, creating memorable moments with the roster. As GM, Booker could also play up his King Booker persona, adding a royal flair to his decisions. His interactions with up-and-coming talents could help elevate the next generation of stars. Currently overseeing WWE NXT, Shawn Michaels has proven his ability to manage talent and craft compelling storylines. If Triple H were to bring Michaels to SmackDown as GM, it would signal a major shift in the brand's direction. Michaels' history with Triple H and his legendary status make him a natural fit for the role. As GM, Michaels could seamlessly transition between being a fair leader and showing a mischievous streak, reminiscent of his DX days. His backstage knowledge and creative mind would undoubtedly enhance SmackDown's storytelling. Replacing Nick Aldis with a Hall of Famer would open the door to countless storyline opportunities. Here are a few scenarios that could unfold. The transition from Aldis to a Hall of Famer GM could be part of a larger power struggle storyline. Aldis, feeling betrayed or disrespected, could align with a faction to undermine the new GM's authority, leading to intense rivalries and faction warfare. A Hall of Famer GM could serve as a mentor to rising stars while also engaging in nostalgic moments with veteran superstars. For example, Trish Stratus could mentor someone like Bianca Belair while clashing with Bayley or Charlotte Flair over old grudges. If someone like The Undertaker became GM, SmackDown could take on a darker tone with supernatural elements woven into storylines. This could lead to unique stipulation matches and rivalries, adding a fresh layer of creativity to the brand. A Hall of Famer GM could spark cross-brand rivalries with Raw or NXT. For instance, Shawn Michaels as SmackDown GM could clash with Adam Pearce, creating tension between the two shows and culminating in a high-stakes Survivor Series match.